Hello world, welcome to my channel. My name is Rohanna and I created this channel so I could share the joys and benefits of fitness with my friends and family. My body craves movement and I satisfy that craving by utilizing various modalities of exercises, so yoga, Pilates, weightlifting, and recently started doing some calisthenics. I also cycle and mountain bike and snowboard, weather permitting. So if you would like to hang out and work out with me, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Also, please like the video and leave comments, questions, and suggestions down below, but please keep it positive and constructive. So for my first video ever to upload to YouTube, I decided to do a, drum roll please, a booty workout, because there aren't enough of those on YouTube. But in all seriousness though, the glutes are a very important muscle. And the strongest muscle group in our body. However, we sit on them all day. Literally, we sit on our ass all day. And especially during COVID-19, a lot of us, myself included, are not even getting enough walking in during the day that I normally would have. We're forced to sit on our ass and everything comes to us through a screen. So I invite you to keep looking at your screen, but get up off your ass and let's wake those glutes up. This is gonna be a speedy but effective posterior chain Pilates inspired workout. We're just doing one set of 15 reps for each exercise on both sides. But if you replay the video 2 or 3 times and repeat the exercises, then you've done, 3 sets of 15 reps, which is what you would do at the gym to get a full workout. So let's get started. And for this routine, you don't need any props except just a yoga or Pilates mat. It's just gonna be body weight only. So let's get started. Laying on our side. Laying on your right side, prop yourself up on your forearm, shoulder blade hugging back, engage your obliques to keep sides of the waist long, slightly tuck your tailbone so your lower back is flat and knees are bent, and then elevate your feet, and then open the knees. So we're going to do 15 of these and move slow and controlled so that the left hip does not roll back as you open the knees. Lifting the feet, though, brings in a bit more core engagement and actually gets both glutes working, not just the top leg glute. And remember to keep all those initial stability cues while you move. So shoulder blade, the supporting arm is hugging back, both sides of the waist are long, and tailbone slightly tucked. We're going for 15 here. Don't have to worry about counting. I've done 15, so just start when I start and stop when I stop, and you'll do 15 reps. And next side. Laying on your left side, prop yourself up on your forearm, shoulder blade hugging back, engage obliques to keep the sides of the waist long, slightly tuck your tailbone so your lower back is flat, knees are bent. And then elevate your feet and then open the knees. And we're gonna do 15 of these just like we did on the other side. So as you open the leg, do so slowly so that the top hip does not roll back as you open the knee. And remember, keep all those initial stability cues while you move. So shoulder blade of supporting arm is hugging back, both sides of the waist are long, and tailbone slightly tucked. That's 15. So roll back to your other side for the next exercise. So still on your right forearm and sides of the waist long, tailbone tucked. Now instead of lifting the feet, we lift the hips. So you're in a side plank and you open the knees at the top. Lower the hips to hover off the floor and close the knees at the same time. Then as you lift the hips, also push them slightly forward and open the knees. Seems like a lot to think about, but it makes sense once you're actually performing the exercise. Keep pressing that forearm into the floor for support. Don't let the shoulders scrunch up to the ear. So we're here for 15 reps. And switch sides. I'm confident you guys know the stability cues for the shoulder, waist, and lower back now, so let's just pop those hips up and get to work. Lower the hips to a hover and close the knees, then lift the hips and press them forward and open the knees. Keep pressing that forearm into the floor for support. Don't let the shoulders scrunch up to the ear. And we're here for 15 reps. Now we're coming to hands and knees and gonna level up the classic leg extension. Extend your right leg straight behind you, keeping hips square to the floor. Point those right toes and engage the right glute to hover the right leg off the floor. Then curl the left toes and hover the left knee off the floor. Use that right glute and hamstring to lift the straight right leg so much that the left knee lifts and you come up into almost a three-legged downward dog. And we're here for 15 reps. Keep the core strong here as there is an element of plank, so hug that belly button to spine. Also find strength in the arms by protracting the shoulder blades and pushing the floor away. When we're at the top of a push-up position like this, here you want the shoulder blades to slide away from each other rather than squeeze together, but still nice and flat to the rib cage. I know it's so much to think about, but that's where you find the work and reap the benefits in Pilates. Now switching legs, extend your left leg straight behind you, keeping the hips square to the floor. Point those left toes and engage the left glute to hover the left leg off the floor. Curl the right toes and hover the right knee off the floor, and use that left glute and hamstring to lift the straight left leg so much that the right knee lifts, and you come up into the three-legged downward dog. We're here for 15 reps. Keep the core strong by hugging the belly button to spine, and finding strength in the arms by protracting the shoulder blades and pushing the floor away. Think about pushing with your armpit muscles. It's called a serratus, but no one knows what the hell that is. But everyone knows what the armpit is. So think about pushing from your armpits rather than the tops of your shoulders. Next, we're coming onto our back with bent knees and feet on the floor, because no Pilates class would be complete without glute bridges. But we're not going to spend any time doing conventional two-legged glute bridges. Instead, press into both feet to lift the hips while tucking the tailbone, so the pubic bone is leading the way. Bring all your weight into the left foot and extend the right foot to the ceiling. Then lower the straight right leg to hover and then lift back up. Lower the hips as you lower the leg and press into that left foot to lift the hips as you lift the right leg. Option to bend the knee as you lift, which makes the move a little easier. We're here for 15 reps. So the idea here is to integrate the glutes and the hamstrings with the core. The glutes and the hams lift the hips, while the core engagement prevents that right hip from dropping as you lift and lower the right leg. Right away, you're going to switch to the left leg. Bring all your weight into the right foot and extend the left foot to the ceiling. Then lower the straight left leg to hover and then lift back up while pulsing the hips. We're here for 15 reps. Remembering that option to lift to a bent knee if you so desire. But either way, that core has to be super strong so that the extended leg doesn't just fall to the floor, and also so that the left hip does not fall to the left. Exercise, so we're staying on our back and still in glute bridge with the hips up, all the weight in the left foot, right leg to the ceiling, but instead of lowering the leg in front of you, bend the right knee, open the knee as if coming to a yoga tree pose, and just poke the right toes under the left thigh without letting the right hip drop. Then straighten the right knee and toes point to the ceiling. So 15 reps of that, and we're not pulsing the hips up and down here. Hips stay up. Keep tucking that tailbone so that the pubic bone is higher than the hip bones, which are then higher than the rib cage. So don't let those bum cheeks collapse to the floor. And we're here for 15 reps. Just follow along with me. Down for a quick break, then pop those hips back up, bring all weight into the right foot, left leg to the ceiling, bend the left knee and open the knee as if coming to a yoga tree pose, and just poke the left toes under the right thigh without letting the left hip drop. Then straighten the left knee and toes point to the ceiling. We're here for 15 reps of that, and we're not pulsing the hips up and down here, hips stay up. Create a nice gentle slope with your torso. Think of a ski slope. One more move in this bridge position, guys. So back on our backs, so lift your hips up, then weight is in the left foot, hips are up and they're staying up, right toes to the ceiling, left hand to the ceiling, bring that right leg to the right as the left arm goes left. Try not to let that right hip drop as the leg goes out to the side. Then bring arm and leg back to center. So we're doing 15 on this side. Keep squeezing the left glute to keep the hips up, and keep leading with that pubic bone so you get the posterior tilt of the pelvis. And you really gotta engage the core here to prevent the right hip from dropping as the leg goes out to the side. We'll go to the next side. Weight is in the right foot, hips are up and staying up, left toes to the ceiling, right hand to the ceiling. Bring that left leg to the left as right arm goes right. Try not to let that left hip drop as the leg goes out to the side, and then bring arm and leg back to center. I'm doing 15 on this side. Keep squeezing that right glute to keep the hips up. Keep leading with that pubic bone so you get the posterior pelvic tilt. And again, you really got to engage the core here to prevent the left hip from dropping as the leg goes out to the side. So to really burn out those glutes, we're gonna do fire hydrants. So starting on all fours, simply lift your right leg out to the side like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Level 1 is with a bent knee and level 2 is keeping the leg straight. Either one, try to bring the leg as high as possible off the ground and also try to keep it in line with your hips, so don't let it stray behind your body. We're doing 10 reps and then holding for 5 seconds. So just look for me to give you that high five, and we're going to count down for 5 seconds once we're done the 10 reps. So here we go, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and switch sides. Just going to change my view so you guys can see what I mean by the leg lifting as high as possible. Left leg lifts to the side, either with knee bent or straight. Either one, you try to bring the leg as high as possible to hip height, and also try to keep it in line with your hips, so don't let it stray behind your body. We're doing 10 reps, then hold for 5 seconds. So just watch me for my high five cue. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Take a nice shell stretch, aka child's pose. And that's a wrap. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Your booty burn first welcome video for alignmental. It was 15 reps on each side, and it was a total of 15 minutes. Maybe I'll call this series like 15 reps in 15 minutes. But like I said, you can do multiple rounds to make it a full workout, or superset it with another one of my videos soon to be hitting a YouTube screen near you. Again, like, subscribe, comment, and catch you next time. Bye.